I don't have any music. I haven't. How do I get music on Streamlabs? Or no, Stream Elements. All right, let's press the button. I'm pressing the button. Gate and I. Will this work? Ha! Look at that. I got like a little thing. You press buttons, it changes. I love it. All right. Are you hearing me? Desktop. There you go. Don't want that. Do want desktop audio. Hello, Eva Fairy. Hello, Anna Confuser, Captain Catherine, Gopher Fluffernut, Wolf Pup, James the Gurney, with his little axolot. Is that your little axolot? Look at you with your animated. He's got his little animated gifs going. Hewlett Di, that's me. Postman Pat. Yeah, welcome everybody. Novus Tullius. If you want to chat JWST, happy to help. It's Tom, the astronomer from our Salty Nerd Science of Stargate podcast. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, I'm actually gonna. I do want to talk a little bit about the just wonderful space telescope. So I may pick your brains. I may pick your brains at times. I just read Bad Astronomer's piece on it, which was pretty cool. All right, so as always, it's the weirdest thing with these cameras. So I've got to deactivate the camera and then activate it again. Sometimes that works, but usually I have to unplug it and plug it back in again. How weird is that, huh? Riddle me that, Batman. For some reason, I take it out, I put it back in. This was not a problem that I have with Streamlabs, I might add. Well, not that I'm pro Streamlabs in any way. I just, then I have to deactivate it again, activate it, and it'll come back. Look at that. See? Look at that. You can watch the storm. Toronto, well, I don't know if it's a storm, but we got some rain coming. Can everyone hear me okay? What do we got? I don't have any music, I'm afraid. So I just have to dance without it. That's all I got. Okay, you can hear you. Some good. Oh, you hear me very well. Good. I did something right. That's good to know. Let's get Wolf Pup in here, shall we? I haven't even started Discord. I didn't start in my Discord, I ain't. Oh, no, done none of that. All right, I'm not going to switch device. I'm going to go to my Discord here. I know it's this one, isn't it? Right. Hello, Vi Pup.
Hello.
Oh, wait a second, Oh, there you go. Now I've got sound.
Hello?
How are you, Vibe?
I'm good.
Not sure. You're not sure. You think you're good, but you're not convinced.
Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you. Yeah. Wait a sec. Did we just get all the audio right in one go? Isn't that weird? That
possibly.
never happens. That never, ever happens.
Yeah, you can hear me on stream also. So
You can hear you on stream. You can hear me on stream. It's just weird. Hey, Nutty Airplane 80. Hey, from London. You recon the day WST will find any wormholes. You reckon? I don't know if we'll find any wormholes. They got some black holes, though, don't they? I mean, there's not... Have you seen these images? Wolf Pup, have you seen these things?
No, I have not.
Dude, they're insane. They're like... You want to feel completely unimportant in any way. This is the way to do it. Let me find my notes. I got some notes. All right. I've got a migraine, so I'm going to stop making sense at some point. If it gets really bad, I'll have to bail. But it's whenever it gets sort of like overcast, whenever it's been sunny, and then it becomes overcast in Toronto, I get a migraine. It's the weirdest thing. All right. Because if I can't complain about my health, what good am I? All right, let me see if I can find these. I know exactly. All right. Tech Bandit show notes. There we go. Can I share those? I guess I can. I can't do that, can I? Just share them. I go like this. I say share. I click the copy the link, and then everyone can have a look at my show notes. What a wonderful world it is. Here you go. Here's everybody.
Oh, I watched a video saying Roblox isn't the best, but it's fun. So
Roblox is a funny one. I kind of want to get Ham in on this because he and I had a chat about this the other day. But we'll see. I'll have to mute and scream up and say hey, because he's got some thoughts on it as well. But people are making money on it.
Not as much as Roblox is making from it though.
Well, no, Roblox is.
Not
But
nearly enough.
that's what I say to Baz. I was like, don't make things on Roblox. Make Roblox. I mean, you guys have a whole life ahead of you. It's too late for me. You guys can go on and be really, really rich. I was a stupid actor. I should have got into this stuff way before. Um, but the Roblox stuff is just fascinating to me. That there's a whole economy that works around that. But we'll get to that in a second, because I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about that. I just want to whip through a couple of things that I think people might find interesting. You included, even. Can you see the stream? Is my question.
Oh yeah, I have it on my other monitor.
All right. What if I change? Let me change my scenes. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's the gate and eye. So if I duplicate that, I've got this little button switchy thing, which is great. You know, browser and eye. There you go. Look at that. I'm gonna do browser and eye. That's a combination of that one. I want to change the browser. Here we go. Let's have a look what I got here. Nope, that's not. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. I want to do a new one of these. I want to do like a Windows grab or something. Don't I? Window capture? Let's go with the window capture. Okay. Create a new one, window capture 2. I'm going to call it Googly Googles. Is that right? Nah, I could do that one, I guess. Sort of sharing everything. Let's see if I do
It's an
this.
infinite mirror.
It's like an infinite mirror. Is that what you got right now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if I pull this one out, this is the only window I'm going to do. Just this one. Just should say Google on it, right? Is that right? Is that the right one? Okay. Okay. And now I make this. That's the wrong one. I don't want that one. I want the other one. What if I take the other one and do that? All right, what if I do this? If I link this back in again. There you go. Watch this. There you go. That's the one that I want. Okay. So, you know, try not to give everything away as it is. Here's my YubiKeys. This me. Okay. All right. So now I can do things like copy this link. All right. This is, I mean, it's just insane. The quality of the stuff, that's coming out of this telescope is insane. Like, it's just, I really can't get my head around it. So it's up there right now, but what I can't get over is every single one of these, every single one of those, like, pretty much every single one of those dots, except the big shiny disco looking stars. They're all galaxies unto themselves, right? Like, that's insane to me.
And all of those galaxies have a bunch of different planets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It's just completely insane. Let me see if I can if I can have them do this. Copy link. If I can have it show up here better. So this is the James Webb. They've got these massive, incredibly download the full uncompressed versions of these images. Like, it's just crazy. All right, so let's look at some of these. Let's look at that first. Do we have that first one? We don't have that first one. All right, let's just look at the cosmic cliffs, which are insane unto themselves. Is there not like a... Oh, look at that. This huge, full resolution versions. Holy crap. You want to see that? Should we do that?
Oh yeah.
Man, it's going to be big. Okay. All right. So let's take that. Let's get rid of that. Instead of that Windows capture, let's go and look at... Check this out. Okay. So this is now in the image. This is now the image one. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to make it bigger. But this one, I think we can actually zoom in on. Right? Like, look at that. Like,
What is all that orange stuff?
So that's like like dust and debris and like let me have a look because I know that my fabulous guy, the bad astronomer, was explaining it all, and it's kind of neat. Let me see if he's got it. He's got the clouds somewhere. I think he talked about the clouds somewhere in here. He talks about those 5. The WASP. He talks about. Let me go and look at this on the web. Going to the web. Okay. So he was talking about them, and he was saying that this stuff is okay. It's a ridiculously huge, sprawling cloud of gas and dust called the Karina Nebula. It's very roughly 7,000 light years from Earth and one of Milky Way's most active star-forming factories. So this thing is making stars, basically. This thing, if I've got the right image. Yeah, this is the Karina Nebula. It's a huge star-forming gas cloud. So that is a cloud of gas and dust. And what's happening is the stars are like eating up that stuff, right? But isn't that insane? Like, I mean, I just can't get my head around that. We're nothing. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't that make you feel like the thing that really blew me away about this was he said something about it being this is just a pinpoint, like a tiny little, like it's almost like looking at the head of a pin part of like from where we're looking up. It's like this tiny little portion of space, like it's like this big or something. Like it's just ridiculously small. But this thing is.
I don't think it would be that big. It's because isn't the universe infinite?
That's a good question. Is the universe infinite? I don't think it is it? Because don't they say the universe is shrinking? Or expanding? One of the two? I can't remember now. There was a whole argument about it on Stargate. I can't remember. I think McKay got the wrong side of it. We don't know. That's the funny thing is about it, Wolf Pup, is we just don't know. Like we're taking, the universe is expanding. There you go. Postman Pat says it's expanding, so it's got to be expanding. Yes, I thought that's right. Whereas I think McKay was for a while was arguing about it getting smaller, but apparently it was getting bigger. What can I say? I just say what's written. But this is, I mean, they don't know if it's infinite. They think it's expanding, which I don't know how can something that's infinite expand? What's it expanding into? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
But what's the nothing?
It just doesn't exist. There's nothing that's expanding into, but it's expanding.
But don't you have trouble with that? Does that bother you?
It sounds very cool. Like, that's all I can really say without hurting my brain.
Yeah, I mean, that's my thing, too, is I can't... I'm sure there's all sorts of math and stuff you could be using to make sense of this. I just think I would love to understand... I mean, there are people who are paid to look at these images and figure out what they all mean. I think that is very, very cool. I mean, these look like storms to me. They remind me of, or even like, it almost looks a bit like, see the way the edge is? There's little blobs and things sticking out over the edge. It almost looks like a mold or something, doesn't it? Like, it looks almost organic. I guess it is organic. It kind of is. It looks almost alive. And it looks violent. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like there's lots of fire and things burning and, I mean, it's really cool.
I just want to say that made me think of something. Do you know how people have a fight if aliens exist?
Yeah.
We are the aliens. If the world is this big, then there has to be other life forms.
There's gotta be. I mean, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't make any sense that there isn't. And I mean, if you think about it, you're like, why haven't we seen them? Look how far away they are. Like, in this image, look, as I zoom in on this image, look, there's like those little blotches. Those are whole galaxies. That's a whole galaxy right there. Right? Not to mention all these stars that have things floating around them. I mean, there's another one, a galaxy. I mean, it's just the idea that, oh, look at that one. Look at that. Like, look at that. There's a swirling galaxy right there. Like you're telling me we're by ourselves? No freaking way. I'm sorry. I don't buy it. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, they may not look like us. Maybe they're just like they're mushrooms or something. But I mean, they're the reality is, which is kind of interesting because there was a story which I'll link to here. There was a story on Reddit. Do you know the no sleep, the R no sleep?
Uh, yeah.
Okay, there's a James Webb one or just Wonderful Space Telescope one that someone wrote, which is like about these stars that are disappearing. I can read you a bit of it if you want. Let me see what we got here. Let me see. I don't know if do I get in trouble for reading stuff from someone else's from
No, there's YouTube channels dedicated to it.
really? Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let me find. So there you go. This is the no sleep. No sleep. All right. So I'm gonna select this, copy link to clipboard. I'm gonna paste it into my little browser. Hello, little browser. I'm gonna post. There we go. Paste that in. Paste and go. All right. So this is a story that was done on sort of about the James Webb, and it was a I like I've heard of this thing before, but I've not so sat down and read many of the stories. This was kind of neat though. All right, you ready? It's creepy. You ready for creepy?
Yeah.
I don't think it's real, but we'll see. I work for NASA as an astronomer. Who knows? And there are certain things we keep hidden from the public. No, the Earth isn't flat and aliens don't control the government. I wish those were the case, as the truth is much, much worse. Nice start, huh? In
Yeah.
1993, the Hubble Space Telescope saw a star disappear. It didn't go supernova or die naturally. It simply went dark over the span of a few minutes. The star was already too faint to see with the naked eye, and ground-based telescopes had trouble picking it out from among the surrounding stars, so the event wasn't widely known to the public. At the time, we thought the most likely explanation was that a cloud of interstellar dust had drifted between Earth and the star, occluding it from view. It was noted and mostly forgotten about. Kind of a creepy start, right? In 2007, two more stars vanished. Due to the circumstances of this event, this was much more concerning. The two stars in question were part of a binary system orbiting each other at a fairly close distance. If a cloud of interstellar dust was the culprit again, they would have both seemed to disappear simultaneously, or very close to it. Instead, both stars faded individually over a period of minutes, separated by a span of about 8 hours. This binary system was also about 15 light years closer to Earth than the star that had previously disappeared in 1993. So there's stars disappearing. But now you go, okay, what's the big deal? What could cause that, right? So after carefully reviewing millions of Hubble images, two more stars were identified which had gone out in the years 1995 and 2002. This reminds me of the video game I did with a while back. I'll get a link for that as well. These were all in the same stellar neighborhood, only a handful of light years from each other. The only conclusion we could draw was that some unknown influence traveling close to the speed of light was shrouding or destroying these stars. Unfortunately, the Hubble wasn't sensitive enough to tell us any more than that. The James Webb Space Telescope first came online a few months ago. Although official channels will tell you that it's still undergoing testing, we've been actively collecting data since early February. One of the first things we did was to aim the telescope at the region of space occupied by the vanished stars. If they were being blocked by dust clouds, a hope some of us still held onto, the increased sensitivity of the JWST, the Space Telescope, may have been able to see through them and confirm that the stars were still there. Unfortunately, we had no luck. The first three stars that had disappeared were still completely dark. Gravitational wave detectors, though, soon found something odd. In all cases, not only were the stellar masses still present, but the amount of mass had actually increased. More sensitive observations had also detected a type of string or web stretching through space, connecting these now invisible stars. How's that for cool?
Interesting.
All right. So we then when we trained the telescope on the binary system that had vanished in 2007, which was the nearest point at which this phenomenon had been so far observed, there was finally enough ambient EM, that's electromagnetic spectrum radiation, left to try a mass spectrometer reading. If you're not aware, mass spectrometry is an incredibly useful process where by measuring the patterns of light waves emitted or reflected by an object, we can learn tons of useful information such as its temperature, speed, direction of movement, and chemical composition. The readings we got from the binary stars didn't make any sense, though. First of all, they were cold, almost as cold as the surrounding interstellar medium, so almost as cold as space. Whatever had happened to these stars had snuffed them out completely or somehow prevented their light from escaping, which was truly puzzling. What was truly puzzling, however, were the emission lines returned by the mass spectrometer. Several familiar elements such as hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and magnesium were identified, but these were few and far between. Most of the readings didn't correspond to any known chemical elements, and even seemed to defy what we knew about the physics of light, matter, and chemistry. This massive, star-spanning structure was primarily composed of materials that we didn't even have names for, and may not even have been matter as we understand it. Speculation ran rampant. Obviously, such a thing couldn't be a natural phenomenon. Finally, we had proof of extraterrestrial life. But what was this thing that we discovered? And for that purpose, what was being built? The leading hypothesis was that they were looking at a series of Dyson shells, massive solar collectors built to completely envelop the stars in order to capture 100% of their energy output. Such a concept had been envisioned in the early 20th century as a potential source of energy for an interstellar civilization. Ever since then, the idea had found its way into popular science fiction, and the construction of these massive structures had actually been theorized to be one of the first signs of intelligent extraterrestrial life that we may someday detect. It seemed that day was today. So the idea, you get the concept, right, Vibe? So it's like basically you build a structure around a star so that you could take all of that maximum star energy and use it to power whatever you want to power, right? Sound cool?
Yeah.
So, I don't know how we do it because I don't know how you'd build around a sun. All right. Do you want to keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The theory still didn't explain everything, though. First of all, there was the impossible speed at which the stars were covered. Constructing a Dyson shell from scratch in a matter of minutes was beyond even the wildest speculations of scientists and sci-fi writers. Then there was the mysterious filaments that connected the shells over distances of light years. No one had any idea what purpose these could serve or how they could even be built. Everyone at NASA was fascinated by this mystery. Remember, this guy's claiming this is true, by the way. In hindsight, we may have been better off if we'd never discovered the truth. Dun, dun, dun. Less than a month ago, the JW Space Telescope detected a series of unusual energy bursts emanating from interstellar space. These were occurring at the very edge of a star system approximately 12 light years from the binary system that vanished in 2007. And we focused the telescope on this system. We soon determined that these were not natural phenomena either. The energy signatures, which were still flashing intermittently, matched what would be expected from thermonuclear and antimatter-based explosions, along with several other types of energies that we couldn't identify. These explosions, although still not visible to the naked eye on Earth from that distance, were absolutely tremendous in magnitude, easily billions of times more powerful than any nuke that humanity could conceivably build. So they're seeing these massive explosions in space out near those binary systems that disappeared. The binary, the two stars spinning together. So after experimenting with the telescope settings, we were able to get a clearer picture of what was going on. The tip of one of the interstellar filaments that linked the Dyson system was passing through the Oort cloud of the distant star system, approaching its sun, and whoever lived there was fighting back. Their weapons were able to slow the thing's advance, shattering, breaking off, and vaporizing planet-sized chunks of the object, but it seemed to be rebuilding itself almost as fast as it was being destroyed. After less than a week, the explosions stopped. It seemed that they'd run out of ammunition. In the void between stars, we knew that these things traveled at nearly the speed of light, but as we watched it approach the inner star system, its pace slowed as it swelled in size, preparing to devour the system's star. We quickly trained the telescope's mirrors on the doomed sun. We were about to watch whatever this thing was blot out another star, but in real time. We all held our breath as we watched the projected image of the main sequence star, slightly larger than our own sun. At first, nothing seemed to be happening, but soon a small shadow appeared on the edge of the luminous orb, soon followed by another shadow, then a third. The shadows began to converge, forming a strange yet somehow familiar pattern as they blocked out the star's light. "What are those?" one of my colleagues gasped. "They look almost like—" She paused, as if afraid to say the next word for fear of ridicule. I, however, had no such hesitancy. "Leaves," I said, my voice monotone. The situation was far too incredible to express any emotion reaction, even that of pure shock. "They look like leaves." We watched as over a period of minutes, a web of shadowy outlines, matching the familiar shapes of oblong leaves and thin vines, proceeded to blot out the remaining light from the distant star. By that point, everyone in the room had realized the truth. The phenomenon we had been tracking for so many years wasn't some hyper-advanced alien megastructure. Hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and magnesium. Some of the few familiar elements we had detected, they were all components of chlorophyll. It was a plant, an enormous plant that spanned across light years, and much like terrestrial plants, it sought out light to fuel itself. The filaments connecting the stars across interstellar space were stems, branches. It would grow in the direction of the nearest star it sensed, completely enveloping them and then moving on. Any life inhabiting planets orbiting those stars would be left to freeze to death, or perhaps even worse, it was possible the plant would devour those planets to add to its mass as well. Everyone was silent as the telescope continued to gather data. Eventually, after what seemed like an eternity, a young astronomer spoke up from the far end of the room, addressing our supervisor. "Sir, we've begun to detect formation of another tendril leaving the system. Its vector is—" He gulped. He didn't need to say any more, but he did anyways. "It's heading directly for our sun." "How much time do we have?" the supervisor replied grimly. "Well, judging by the time lag, distance, relativistic properties, and previously observed speeds of this thing, I'd estimate no more than 27 years, sir. 27 years. We had just watched this galactic weed overwhelm a civilization that was at the very least thousands of years ahead of us technologically, and we had less than 3 decades. I'll probably be found and silenced for posting this, but I don't care. I have to tell someone. I can't keep this a secret any longer. When the sun turns black and the world begins to freeze, at least you'll have some idea of what's going on. Small comfort it may be." How about that for a story based on science? Huh? Science fiction?
It kind of sounds fake.
Oh, it's totally fake. Isn't it? I mean, it is fake, right? I mean, it's...
It would be really cool if it was real, but I just feel like them saying it's coming for Earth makes it sound science fiction.
It's too bad because at the beginning, I was kind of like, what? Like, when they start talking about all these stars disappearing and stuff, I was like, oh my God, that's really cool. Like that was... So this guy, this is posted by Phone Cloth. I'll put this in the chat so everyone can see. This is not mine, by the way. This is someone else's. There is the link. I will paste as plain text and send it. So it's a Reddit story that someone's written. But it's kind of interesting that, first off, I love it when science inspires fiction, if that makes sense. Like, I love science fiction that's based on, that you sort of start going like, could this be true? Like, it got me thinking, like, are there plants that could survive in space? I mean, like, we've got these plants out the back that, I swear to God, overnight go from like a foot away to being an inch away from the house. Like, they grow so fast. I feel like if I put a camera on them, it's like in stop motion, you'd see them moving, right? There was a terrifying movie I saw called The Ruins, which was about these intelligent plants. But like, could you imagine if plants were evil?
I don't think they would be.
You don't think they would be? But what if they were? But plants are kind of like, Like, okay, maybe they don't even know any better. Maybe they're like just a great white shark. Like what if there was a plant that spread across the universe just eating light? I mean, that's what they do, right? Chlorophyll just sucks up the light as much as possible, right?
But I don't think it'd be able to suck up the light source. Like if I grow a plant
It
up
would
to
burn
a
the
light,
it
it
burns.
would burn the plant. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to
It doesn't really
have
make
the light.
sense, does it? I just love the idea of the idea of this concept of like a giant of somehow one organism that can spread like its tendrils out like that. I mean, what's funny, I say that because they have a problem. They have a problem with mold on the space station, right? Like where they hung up their workout outfits on the space station, mold started growing on the inside of the wall. And they're saying that they did tests, and mold can withstand these incredible temperatures. So we've kind of got to be careful that we don't like go and land on Mars with a bit of a moldy, a little moldy bit on our spaceships, and then suddenly you've got a planet covered in mold, right? Space kale from hell. Isn't mold a plant? Is mold a plant? No, mold is a mycelium, isn't it? Or is it a bacteria? I don't even know what it is. It's a good question. I thought mold was a mycelium, like a mushroom type thing. Ha ha! Captain Catherine wants me to read more science fiction stories now. Wasn't that great though? Like that was a great story. I thought. As I'm like totally with Wolf Pup. I was sucked into the beginning, and then I was like, all right, now it's just getting a bit like it's going a bit too far. Like I almost felt like it didn't need the leaves and stuff.
I felt it would be cool if it like said it has leaves, but if it didn't come after Earth, because then it makes it sound a lot more joking.
Yeah, I just like the idea. It's like even just I almost feel like if you want to really freak people out, you'd start the same way and you'd say like, okay, I work at NASA and here's the deal. There's just some stuff we don't tell you about, and here's what I'm going to tell you. We're missing a bunch of stars. They're disappearing quickly, and we're seeing these weird tendrils that are connecting them all. And then you go, oh my God, what does that mean? Like what is like, and then everyone's gonna be like looking at the James Webb Telescope stuff, going like, how do I make it bigger? I want to see, where I want to see like, is that one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the reality is that's kind of what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna go look at these pictures and go like, what is there anything that we could see or work out that isn't explained by stuff we understand, right? And then, as you say, what's to stop? Like, why wouldn't there be like a race of plants, like intelligent plants or intelligent lizards or intelligent mold? What if there's a mold that just that's being lived like tardigrades? Exactly. There's all sorts of things. Hello, France. A new introduction from Stargate Atlantis 14. Yo, McKay. How did I know? Welcome. Where's Waldo in space? Where's aliens in space? Where's Alien Waldo in space? That's what I want to know. I'm going to see if I can get Baz in on our Roblox discussion, but because I think he might have some interesting things to say to it. Let me see if I can get him right here. Where's the ham? Come on, ham. Ham. Any chance you might be around for Roblox chat? So the James Webb Telescope stuff, I should use some of my wonderful connections with people to get some real astrophysicists kind of stuff going, because there's so much stuff here that I won't even be able to even touch on. But I think just to start off with, I think we've always looked up at the sky and come up with crazy stories about it, and I think it's really cool that even now, with all of our science and all of these these amazing telescopes that could show you exactly what's there, it still makes you dream about stuff. It still makes you come up with horror stories and what could go wrong and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I just think that's kind of neat. What do you think, Wolf Pup? Does it make you want to write stories, or does it make you want to go to space? What is it like? When you see these things, what does it make you think of?
It sounds actually very creepy.
It doesn't it? It has kind of I got it. Yeah, I find them slightly creepy. I do find them a bit creepy, I gotta say. I mean, not in the way that I find, like in the way that I find
Horror movies.
or even just looking at like videos of the ocean. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's just pitch dark with the little bits of light, and you don't know what's out there. I mean, but then I don't just play a coward on television. I mean, that's the key. Happy to join you explaining time. I'm sitting here shouting answers at the screen. Novus Tillis is shouting answers at the screen as we speak. If they ever find tendrils of space cabbage, we'd need McKay to blow up another star system. All right, Novus, we'll have to get together and do like a proper chat at some point. I'm not going to try to bring you in today because I'm going to screw it up. All right, such a fun topic for my birthday. Eva my fairy, happy birthday to Eva my fairy. Happy birthday to Eva my fairy. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James. Most scientists are funny. Is that true? Most scientists are funny. All right, what do we got? David Hewlin, digging the space and narrative voice. Researching apart. Yeah, there you go. I think Randy the Magic Man's talked me into doing. I'm going to do like a little voiceover thing for him for an escape room. I think I'm hoping to. Anyway, we'll see. All right. I saw someone on Twitter this morning post a video that showed one of the photos, and they zoomed out, and the tiny speck that they zoomed in on to take the photo was insane. It is nuts. I mean, it's hard to get a sense of it here. Let me see if I can I open the file here? Let me see if I can open the file here. Is it going to open something else? File, make a copy, properties. Nope. Weird. This photo viewer sucks. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Let me see if I can open this one with open. I'll just open it. See what happens. Okay. I've got this one. Does you see that at all? Is that gonna? Nope. All right. Let me go check this window capture right here. I'm going to change it to the other window viewer. There you go. Nope, not that one. How about this one? There you go. So there's another one here. What you can zoom in on is extraordinary. Like, okay, we'll start like here. There's a little star. As you zoom out, you go, oh, look, this is a whole red star there. Oh, there's a binary star right there. And then this is the edge of the cloud that's creating these amazing stars.
Red star looks very cool.
Well, you know what's funny is I noticed that all of the stars that are nearby do this weird kind of disco effect, right? You notice that?
Yeah.
See, they've all got the same, they look almost fake because they're all the same thing. I'm assuming that's because they're all within a certain distance. That's why they're all, I mean, somebody said, I think it might have even been Bad Astronomer, said, just ignore all those. No, it was Neil deGrasse Tyson said, just ignore the big disco lights. Because they're local stars. Look at the stuff behind it. But I mean, what's going on there? Like, what is that? It's like a red star with like yellow dust coming off it. There's a whole weird sort of like, those are like swirling fire. I mean, oh God, look when you get close to this one. Look at this. What is that?
Kind of looks like an eye.
Doesn't it? The eye of a giant sun-eating plant. Yeah, that helps. Wow. Anyway, so there you go. So that's got NIR cam filters. Near
That
infrared.
red and yellow one, the
What,
red
this
and
one?
yellow one, it kind of looks like there's something branching off into it.
Yeah, you got tendrils. That looks like tendrils there. That looks like dust sort of. But check this one out. Like, look at the weird. Look at the way that pattern is. Like, that looks almost like someone built that. I mean, I wonder if we'll find what happens if we find, like, seriously, what happens if we go like, oh, that's a civilization. Then what do we do? Like, you think about, we're arguing over who uses what bathroom and like whether people should be allowed to have abortions and stuff. And then you look at this and you're going like, who are we to make any decisions? We're smaller than ants. You know what I mean? Isn't that wild? I don't know. I just find this absolutely fascinating. I mean, I'm kind of with you, Wolf Up. I'm not sure I want to go out there and do it myself. I'm not sure I want to be floating out there, but I'd be happy to send out some happy robots to go and look around and show me what's going on. Like, could you imagine just like flying through those clouds? Like, do a time lapse of going through those clouds and seeing what shows up? I mean, it's just extraordinary. The pattern is called the PS. Oh, thank you, Novus. The pattern is called the PSF, point spread function, and is a result of the telescope mirror and optics. Aha! Is that Novus, is that the disco light that we're seeing? Is that like see the way the stars are here? I'll zoom in on it. The way the stars sort of do this weird sort of like disco effect, I would call it like a lens flare. And they seem to have certain stars seem to have a consistent look to it. Gimpy G. Hey, Ed, do you have Discord? I can speak with you until things settle down, or we can figure it out. Oh, Jessica's. I see. Jessica's talking to. I see. Novus. Yes, indeed. That is the PSF of the telescope. Okay, so the PSF, the point. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up again because he's just said it, and I don't want to get it wrong. Point spread function. So the point spread function of the telescope's mirror and optics is causing the disco effect. I would just call it disco effect. It's because it's easier to say. But yeah, I feel like you could sort of explore this forever and probably still never like, what's going on here? Like, look, what is that? Like, it's just insane. I want robots out there. I want robots floating around so that I can log in anytime I want and go like, what's that over there? You know, wouldn't that be cool?
It would be, but it would be very expensive.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Although, I mean, I just can't get over what's going on. All this stuff here. It's just, I mean, I knew there was a lot out there. Like, you know, you always you're like, oh yeah, no. It's like, look at all the stars. It's amazing. We're just seeing stars that are in our galaxy. I'm seeing, there's a great line in 2001, A Space Odyssey, where he's like looking at this weird thing, and he goes, oh my God, it's full of stars, right? And it's almost like he looks out and there's just so many stars, he can't get over it. Except that in this case, it's not stars, it's galaxies, right? Like I can't get my head around the concept that we haven't even got out of our solar system yet, right? Like, I mean, maybe one of our explorers may have got out by now, but for the most part, we're not seeing anything beyond our solar system. We're not going to be. Chances are, we're not. How will we ever reach the end of our solar system? I mean, it's hard for us to live long enough to move that fast. But and that's just a solar system within a galaxy, within this Milky Way, right? But that's just one of these tiny little dots of this thing. I don't know. That's insane to me. Like, absolutely insane. Distorted galaxy from a close pass event with another massive galaxy. Wow. So it's like one galaxy, sort of, they're almost like eddies of stuff swirling in a glass, and they're interacting, and little bits are being pulled off and stuff. Oh, so cool. We are not out of our galaxy. Yeah, we're out of the solar system, but not out of the galaxy. Exactly. Yes. Someone tell Elon Musk that we can't go out there, but it's not possible. I'm sure he'll come up with something in 2 weeks. Ha! Or he'll bail, like apparently he's done on Twitter. You heard of that? He's trying to pull out of the Twitter deal now. You heard that about that, Wolf Pup? Do you follow that stuff at all?
Elon Musk is trying to get out of the Twitter?
I think so. He's trying to get out of the Twitter deal, like because he made that offer, and now he's like, you know. Now he's trying to get out of it.
He already had it.
No. He said he wanted to buy it, and then he made an unconditional offer. So he said, like, no matter what, I'm buying it. And then he said, well, I want to see how many people are on it. Then he's like, well, how do we know that these people aren't all robots or bots and stuff? So he's come up with reasons why he doesn't want to buy it now. So apparently he's trying to pull out of it, you know. It'd be awful with Musk. So good riddance, said Movie Lad. Yeah, I don't. Who knows? Twitter's like a hit and miss with me. I've always been very, very lucky with Twitter. I feel like I've met a lot of great people through Twitter, and all social media for that matter. But I mean, so I feel like it's worked very well for me. But I do understand for some people it's just horrendous. Elon Musk is pulled out because he thinks Twitter has failed to sow information about the fake Twitter profiles. Yeah, except that, I mean, they gave him all the raw data, didn't they? I thought they gave him all the raw data on that. Oh my God, how did we go from the universe to Elon Musk? Talk about, man, that guy's ego's catching. Okay, so there you go. I won't bore you anymore with the James Webb Space Telescope, but I would say, Wolf Pup, if you got a chance, download the high resolution photos. Like, get the highest resolutions you can, and then just scroll around and have a look, and maybe you'll see some stuff there that people like. There's just as much chance of you finding something new and, you know, extraordinary. I mean, there's so much stuff going on there that if everyone were to pick a little piece of it, like, you know, we'd still be at it for hundreds of years trying to figure out what each little thing was. But I don't know. Does that give you any kind of, God, I mean, I kind of wish it'd be kind of fun to be building the robots building the spaceships that are going out, or the space telescopes to be doing this stuff. That's all. This is a false color image, a synthesis of wavelengths we cannot see, but is scientifically justified in its appearance in terms of relative color. That's right, because keep in mind that if you're using the near infrared, they're using the infrared spectrum, then we don't even see that. Like that's something we don't see. So they've had to sort of make up colors that make sense to represent that, which is kind of neat. Thank you so much, Novus, on this. I'm sorry, I should have thought about this ahead and had you and maybe get Philip in on this too, Philip Plate. All right, what else we got here? Did anyone see SpaceX's Starship Booster 7 experience an anomaly yesterday during testing? No, what happened? What happened? Oh, and then there's exotic particles from the collider. God, man, I know there's so much stuff. This is what I'm saying, science! Science! It's great. Hey, David, you figure out space in SpaceX with them images, LOL. You figure out space in SpaceX. Yeah, I figure out, well, there's a lot of space to figure out there. All right, what else have I got for you? I got other things now that I've done my babbling on. I think that's safe right now. I can just do this. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, this is the one about the mold. It's kind of creepy, though. The mold is like one of the few things that actually sort of thrives in the space environment. Isn't that kind of weird? What? Who did this? Movie Lad says, oh, did Elon Musk call someone a pedo? Is that what he did? And used his immense wealth and power to get away with it. Is that what he did? Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Johan B, or Johan B. Fungi, I'm completely obsessed with fungi right now. I just think that, I think that genetically engineering mushrooms and mycelium stuff is just there's just so many cool things you can do with that. Like, maybe we could build like a spacefaring fungus that could, imagine, what about that, Wolf Pup? What about that? What about a living spaceship?
A living spaceship?
Yeah. What if it was a spaceship that repairs itself just by being alive? Like, it would be like traveling on the inside of a giant. It's a bit like James the Giant Peach, right? Except that the peach is constantly growing. So whenever it gets hit by radiation or little asteroids or whatever, it'll just repair itself by growing out again. What about that? It's like a wraith. Yeah, it's like a wraith ship, or Farscape, exactly. Someone else did it too. Doctor Who had a bunch of the Green Death had a living spaceship. I think we should have. I think we should be doing more bio stuff this way. Like, I think that could be the solution to some of this stuff. Like, combination of technology and biotechnology could be kind of cool. It does sound like a Doctor Who episode. There was one called The Green Death, I believe, that was a John Pertwee episode where there was a living spaceship. It was the first time I'd ever heard of it, and I was obsessed with it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Bacteria and mold can survive in space but not thrive unless supplied with resources such as astronaut sweat. There you go. But I 100% agree. Genetically engineered fungus could well be the best way to terraform Mars. Yeah. I mean, they're talking about there's a new substance that they've come up with, a new insulating material that they're saying you could actually use to terraform Mars. You could put this. It's a nice light material that you could build sort of bubbles of, and that would allow you to absorb the radiation and stuff. Have you seen the zombie fungus, David? It's awesome. Yes, I have. It is absolutely awesome. What is it called? I'd like to look it up actually, because you've seen this one, right? The ant fungus. Have you seen that? The zombie ant fungus.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Cordyceps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's the creepiest stuff ever, I gotta say.
I knew it was Corda, but I couldn't remember the seps part.
I can only remember it because it's on my screen right now. I think this is, if no one knows what this is about, then they might want to watch this and then never sleep again. Because God knows I never do.
Isn't it the zombie ant fungus?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so creepy that it talks them into. It makes them go up to. It makes them go into areas where there's a lot of other ants, hang upside down, and then their heads explode. I mean, like, it's just freaking. It's what didn't they base Last of Us on it? Wasn't that what it was all about?
Yeah.
Doesn't just affect ants either. Oh man, Lone Mountain Knife Co. That sounds cool. Do you make knives? Do you do blacksmithing? I want to know about blacksmithing. I got to do some blacksmithing. Oh, sorry. It's Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, says Manogard. Thank you. Oh, my God. Do you mean aero? Yeah, that's it. Aerogel. Yeah. I think that's it. Johan B. I think that's it. The aerogel. I don't have that in my list of things today, but I'm going to look it up right now because that is a really cool one. Aerogel. Where is it? Aerogel. All right, let's look that up. Yes. What, you may ask, is aerogel? Aerogels are the world's lightest solid materials composed of up to 99.98% air by volume. Aerogel. Oh, this is a whole marketing thing for it. But this is the stuff that they're saying could be crazy great insulators. They had a picture of like a guy holding a piece of stuff, holding a piece of it, and there was like a blowtorch, and it wasn't even showing up. The stuff that makes a hydrophobic barrier. Is it hydrophobic? Why does it? I could be wrong. Is this the right one? It was definitely something. I think it came up.
Go right through.
What was that?
I would think it would just go right through because it's just air.
Well, you'd think, but you got to check this thing out. So, like, there's a picture here of like a flower sitting on this gel with a flame below it, and it doesn't burn it. Flexible ceramic. That was it. It was a flexible ceramic aerogel. This stuff is really cool. Let me give you the link for it again. But again, this is the kind of stuff. If we want to go explore in the universe, we got to figure out how not to get zapped by radiation and But I wonder if there's a way of like growing this stuff, like having like I want to build a living spaceship. I think that'd be so cool. The only thing I know aerogel is from the Subnautica games. Oh, really? Is it in Subnautica as well? Thank you for the first time chat, Prismalumite. We use it to collect debris and material from space, such as from the tails of comets. Really? You use it to collect debris? Okay, we're gonna have to chat about this stuff. We gotta do a proper chat. My parents have tuned in too, and they're enjoying the stream too. XE, my father is an astronomer. Oh my God! Well, welcome, Eva Maferi. And welcome, family of Eva Maferi. You're very, very welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't really plan on having people chat about this as much. We'll have to do a special. We'll have to do a special astronomy. We'll have to do like what do we call it, like astronomy bandits or something, and get a bunch of people in. Murksfart, hello. McKay worshippers, indeed. The university here in the UK are researching electromagnetic shielding for protecting the spaceship and the crew. Yeah, because you've got electromagnets. They've got electromagnets that are trying to hold together like these reactors and stuff. They're trying to use magnetics to stop, plasma from spewing out and burning everybody. It's kind of cool. The air moves through the holes like Swiss cheese, and because of the maze of holes, it forces the air to cool faster. Oh, that's cool. In Star Trek Next Generation, there was a living spaceship in Farpoint Station. That's right. Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of them. A bunch of them have been done for sure. Hey, GimpyG, are you not chattable today, or are you just staying off the chat? We've got to chat actually because I don't think I'm going to be able to do my Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my Wednesday Madness Mayhem because I got to be. We've got the renovation start tomorrow, and so I'm going to have to be probably running around like a chicken with my head cut off, making cups of tea for people and stuff. I can find the video if you want to see it. Raj, if you could, that'd be amazing. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. If you could, Raj, I can. If you get the link, let me know, and I can permit you to do it. Has anyone seen the elusive Cal today? How are you, Cal? How you feeling, Cal? Cal's got out of chatting with me like 3 times now. We're supposed to actually have a live chat, and she's got out of it every single time, either by making me forget to do it or by her not being available and not feeling well. Just so you know. I'm going to permit Raj, okay? Raj, I'm giving you permission to go and put that link up if you can. That'd be amazing. So I think I've done that. Yes, you've got 60 seconds, but no rush. Okay. All right, Wolf Pup, what do we got? What's next on my list of things? Oh, yeah. The question that everyone asks now. Are you Rogers or are you Bell?
No.
You're Bell? So you didn't... Did you have people... We had people show up at our house because there was no internet. Like literally, we had friends show up. Lord Chunky showed up at my door and said, "Hey, sorry I came by unannounced, but there's no internet." I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Come in." You know what I mean? Like, he was out. They were out. They were without internet for like, how long was it? Does anyone know how long it was for?
Here, we couldn't go shopping.
Yeah, because a bunch of the places used Rogers to do all of their internet, all of their billing and stuff, right? Like, that's inexcusable. And it's not like we've got a lot of options, right? I mean, like, I don't know about you, but there's no options here. It's like Bell or Rogers, basically. That's it. I mean, I guess you could use, I guess this Telus, maybe? Do they have that? And then there's some other ones that sort of piggyback on the backs of other ones. But, oh my God, talk about monopolies. It's insane. Oh my God. So get this. So GeoFlame WPG, thank you for your first time chat, by the way, and welcome, had to use cash to see Thor last Friday. Who has cash? I don't have cash. What's cash? Cash is still king, mostly here in Germany. It's a history thing. Oh, Gilead. I mean, cash is, especially now, I don't want to, people touch cash. Horrible. Who wants that? Cash. There's an oldie. Isn't that wild? It's like people are going to be writing checks again. So Jam Doggy, thank you very much, was saying that they thought it was out for 15 hours, I believe. Was it 15 hours that Rogers was out for? Let's find out. Apparently, the outage was caused when they ran maintenance software and it fried half of their routers and switches. That, really? Like, that's a pretty big screw up. That does not fill me with confidence. It's funny, I've had experiences with both companies now because I'm old. But, so I've had Rogers and I've had Bell. Okay, VibePop, you've just moved. How hard was it to get internet set up and working at your place?
We got it beforehand.
Oh, so you had it. Oh, that's right. You guys were smart. You had it like installed before you even got there.
So, yeah, all we had to do is get here and plug it in the router, and we were good for internet.
And it worked fine.
We had it first day.
So, okay. So then that was Bell. Now, I guess maybe if Rogers was already set up, I suppose it could be the same. But I'll tell you, I've had both installed. Literally, in this house, I've had both installed. We had Rogers at first, and the guy came by and was in such a rush to get out of there. He kept saying things like, no, I can't put it there. I'm like, well, but the TV's right there, and the modem is right there. Why, no, can't put it there. I'm going to just put it here instead. And I'm like, no, stop drilling a hole in my house. Like, it's not, no, don't put it there. I don't want it there. And then he literally ran the wire around the post that has a gate on it so that the gate would open and close on the cable. Like, the cable was literally being rubbed by the door every single time we used it. I was like, you can't leave it like that. It's not going to... He's like, yeah, look, what do you want me to do? I got to get, Anyway, so it was impossible. I literally at one point said, okay, you know what? I'll go under the house and pull it through for you. Because I was like trying to get the guy to put it where we wanted it. Anyway, so eventually he puts it through. What we find out is that we then have so many problems that I canceled. Did that work? Wolf Pup, test your audio for a sec. Shit, did I close it off? Wolf Pup.
Hello?
Good. Okay, sorry. I screwed up the sound for a second. It's fine. So I had Rogers install it, and they were in a real rush to get out of here. Bell shows up, and they're taking their time. They're like, hey, what do you think? Let's have a look around, see what's a good place. What if we put it over here? Oh, what about this? You know what? Don't worry about the cable. We'll run a whole new cable. And I was like, what is the difference? I said, like, wait a sec. What is the difference here? Because Rogers, I said, I could not, the guy was like, ready. The guy was already like late for another meeting type thing. And he said, well, they're contract people. So basically, they're contracted out by Rogers. There's no unions or anything. The Bells are all unionized guys. So the guy took forever. It was great. I mean, it was great. He was incredibly, it was very helpful, and I was a nerd, so I was asking him lots of questions, and he let me know the answers, and he was very, very, very sort of happy to help and chat and stuff. But Rogers was not. I mean, I felt bad for the guys because now I know why they weren't as good, because they're not getting paid as much, basically. So, anyways, 1 hour streaming, Stargate Atlantis. What? Really? We've been streaming for an hour? Holy cow! The electric company dug a giant hole in my lawn year before last and got my power back. But what the? Seriously? Casing the joint or providing excellent customer service. Good point, Nephron. They could just be casing the joint. No, he was really, they were, I mean, I quite enjoyed that actually. And I got all this, he was telling me about how the network worked. He was telling me about using different routers. And I mean, it was great. So I ended up going with Bell for them. Maybe I should get sponsored by Bell. There you go. The Tech Bandit, sponsored by Bell. Anyway, but what was funny was, of course, when Rogers went down, we had like friends showing up at our house to use the internet, which I thought was kind of funny. We're like an island of hope. In Amsterdam, mostly for work. In that group, I hardly see anyone use it. And catering, Ed Mall building doesn't accept cash too. Oh, they're still talking about cash. Okay. Okay. Ask permission to post a link. Raj, did you miss it? I can permit you again. Hang on a second. I will do it again, Raj. Thank you. Permit. And I'm going to do Raj. Raj Luther. There you go. Done. My permission time now. You've done it again. You got it, Raj. You got it. Has anyone seen Cal? I haven't heard from Cal. I hope he's doing okay. I miss my Cal. All right. Okay, that's all I'm going to complain about. I mean, my issue is just that I feel like if there's only going to be two companies to choose from, and one of them does an update and takes out the entire of their Canadian internet. It just seems a bit much to me. I feel like maybe we should have a few more companies doing this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be nice to have a bunch of choices and they're all competing so the prices aren't so crazy and maybe people come up with some new stuff? Cal! I'm letting you do the commands so you feel special. Aw, Cal. You always make me feel special, Cal. How are you feeling, Cal? Is that a happy sound to your grumpiness today? Or are we having a good day or a bad day? I always feel like Saul to Cal's Walter White. I feel like I am the Better Call Saul to her Walter White, Heisenberg. Okay. What do we got? I have a friend in Canada. Good for you. She had enough of Canadian ISPs and now had Starlink. But is Starlink fast enough, Jam Dodgy? Like, is Starlink fast enough to do uploads and streaming and all that kind of stuff? I mean, is it good enough or is it great type thing? I understand why you keep your own currency. I get it. The euro. Oh, yeah. The whole thing there. How has Rogers not heard of canary deployments? Small-scale rollouts for large-scale changes to avoid issues like that. Nephron, this is what I mean. Like, I worked in tech for a little while, and you just did not do things that could potentially take down the entire network. Starlink's probably fast enough, but the problem you're going to have is latency. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. That's sort of what I meant. The new phone Pi sounds incredible. Starlink is amazing. The new phone Pi sounds incredible. I don't know what that means. Starling is meant to be 200. I don't know what 200 slash. So 200 download, 30 up. Is that what it is? They get 250 megabytes down and 100 megabyte up in some places. Really. Raging. I don't know what Raging's talking about, but I'm sure it's very exciting. Starlink latency isn't actually that bad since the satellites are in low Earth orbit, not geostationary. Okay. You shouldn't be able to do things to take out the entire network. You really shouldn't. I mean, you really shouldn't. Okay, yes. Ank says 200 slash 30 is 200 up, 200 down, 300 up, 30 up, right? Jesus, my numbers. I have got this crazy migraine that is, I took the Tylenol, so I got it. I think I stopped it from being a major problem, but it's just there. It's right there. Just on the back of that eye. I can feel this sort of tension right there. I was really hoping to get Baz in on the Roblox stuff, but let's see if we can we can start on this. Okay, tell me, VibePup, are you playing a lot of Roblox?
I was just playing, but because we're getting to this topic, I will get back on Roblox.
Don't have to. Whatever you want. I'm curious to know if you're making money on Roblox. Are you making money on it?
No, I haven't made a game. I've been playing other people's games.
Is the only way to make money on Roblox making games, though? Can't you sell items and things?
Sorry, Dad. I was making food. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, no worry. No apologies needed, buddy. I didn't want to. We had such a great chat about it the other night. I wanted to get your opinion on it. I was like, VibePup was saying that he's not making money on Roblox. But you like the grinding games too, Vipop, right?
I don't know if the game I've been playing is grindy.
What are you playing?
It's called Combat Wars. It's basically just going in brutally murder people.
Baz, you familiar with this?
No, I don't play much.
What are you playing though? What's the game that you were telling me about that recently? The one that you were playing, Baz?
Grand Piece.
Grand Piece, that's it. Which is based on the One Piece animation, but it's far enough different that it doesn't cause them to shut them down, type thing.
Yeah, it's like a One Piece game.
Bass had a fascinating thing that he said the other day, which is not surprising because Baz does come up with good things all the time. But he said that the key to a successful game on Roblox was good PvP, so person versus person, right?
You could just say good fighting, good grinding, and good animation.
All right, so good fighting, good grinding. So for the old folks like me, grinding is define grinding.
Where you play a lot and you get better stuff.
So basically, you're doing legwork in the game to get items. Like you're running around having to find stuff or fight stuff in order to get like gold and stuff.
Sort of.
Yeah. Well, so in this One Piece game, you were saying that there were items there that are worth like over $200.
You can buy them for over $200.
Yeah, so you could spend $200 to buy an item in a Roblox game that's a game that's being built inside of Roblox. So Roblox doesn't even own it, right? They take a huge chunk of it.
They pretty much borderline own it. They own everything.
Right.
That is in Roblox.
I see. But they share the revenues of it with people.
Yeah.
Like,
they pay people to make games so that they can get paid, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there you go. You could do an Atlantis one, running around finding ZPMs. That's cool. I mean, I don't know. As always, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a horribly mercenary person. That's why I make mugs and things. But I feel like I get very interested in the Roblox stuff because I go like, wait a second, that's what I want. Here's my dream. I would add to your fighting, grinding, and what was the last one? Fighting, grinding.
If you say learning, I'm not listening.
No, it's fighting,
Animations.
grinding, and what was the other one?
Animations.
Okay, so I would also add making money, like a currency.
I was going to say this
but-
game pays people $30 an hour to make animations for the game.
Really?
Yeah, you get paid really well.
To make animations? $30 an hour. That's what do you use to make animation for this game? That may be the job I'm looking for right there. $30 an hour.
You'd have to learn Roblox. You'd have to actually know what the fuck you're doing in game.
Excuse me?
Sorry, what the freak?
Ladies and gentlemen, ham. Okay, he's the effing ham. That's what you should call yourself now. You should just call yourself the F ham. So, is it hard to learn how to do the animation? Like, is it? There must be tutorials.
They pay $30 a hour because not many people do animations. So.
Animating in Roblox. All right, but there must be like tutorials. There you go. Okay, developer using the animation editor. Oh, so they've actually got editors for this stuff now? Oh, dude. Oh, this looks like fun. Okay, I just want to get a sense of how this works. Because how cool would that be? See, that's my dream. My dream is like I'm playing a game that I love. Like I'd love to be playing Magic the Gathering and be able to sell and trade cards online. You know? Like to do that
you wouldn't be able to use Roblox with that. But okay.
No, but I guess I'm going even further than that. I'm saying like we've talked about, make the Roblox platform. But I'm happy to work within an existing framework like this. Are there grown-ups playing? Sorry, that's a bad way of putting it, isn't it? Are there grumpy old guys like me playing Roblox at all? Is anyone else playing Roblox out there?
It's heavily based towards kids ages like 9 to 13, I'd say.
Yeah, it's
I
weird,
mean,
isn't it?
there are a bunch of older people
Mm-hmm.
playing. Like, they're not by
But are
older,
they
I mean,
creepy
like,
people? Like,
in
are
their
we?
20s.
Okay, all right, but not like
Thing, like,
creepy. You don't have to worry
actually, no,
about.
it's still no,
You have to worry about weird freaks, bugging
no.
kids and stuff.
You still do have to do that.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's extremely a rare occurrence because there's no voice chat.
Right.
There
Right.
is.
Oh, there is.
Well, there is, but it's for 18 over, and you need like ID for
Oh.
18 and over.
Yeah,
So you
but
can
aren't some of
only
the
it's
18 overs a problem anyways? I mean, that's such a hard thing to do. Like, how do you have a space that allows people to do what they want and not have idiots who want to do stupid things? You know what I mean? Like that's part of the problem, right? Um, but okay, so it's got a pretty specific audience then. Is it being used? Is it the same as like Windows? Are like grown-ups trying to make it into like a learning tool and stuff? I mean, are they saying,
you
"Oh,
can learn in it
what can you learn?"
and know whatever you make. Like you can learn.
Oh, like learning how to program and stuff. That
No,
makes
I mean what I mean by is like you can try to teach people things using
ah
Roblox. You can
okay.
teach people things using anything.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
but it's not what it's heavily used for.
I spoke to the Roblox education team years ago because I think before they even had an education team, because I had posted something about taking 3D models, printing them out on the 3D printer, and importing them into Roblox for who was it? It was Giraffe, I guess. Yeah, Giraffe had come over and I was showing him some stuff. And I took his logo and I 3D printed it and then I imported it into a Roblox game that he could actually run around and jump on his own logo and stuff. I mean, it was obviously very rudimentary stuff, but it was really fun. And apparently, that was something that hadn't been sort of done before as a example. I just wanted to show him that a 3D model could be used in different ways. It didn't just have to be on a screen or on a printer or any of that kind of stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. See Eva Maferi, and I'm guessing your family as well. Thanks, Dad, for watching, and I look forward to talking astronomy again. How has the heat wave been for you? Over here, I am southeast of England, UK. It has been very hot, even though today it has been mostly humid. We've had some pretty hot, like 30-degree humidity days. Right now, it's sort of on and off again, kind of windy and possibly rainy. So we'll see. You weren't asking me, but it was just shy of 48. Really? Wait a sec. Oh, that's the heat wave. I see. Okay, all right. I thought it was okay. Um, 30 degrees hot. Yes, exactly. 30. Well, we're talking about 30 Celsius, right? Not Fahrenheit. Or are we talking? Wait a second. Are we talking Celsius or Fahrenheit? What are we talking? What do we use here, Baz? Celsius, right?
LCS, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So
The better one.
the better one, the accurate one, the one that works. All right. So the Roblox thing, making money in Roblox. Baz, you were saying that you had a not great experience with some trades. That the trading
No,
is a little complicated.
it's not at all complicated.
It's very simple. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it is. It's very simple.
Okay.
That's not exactly what, but when it comes to games like what you want to talk about when making money in Roblox,
Hmm.
it very heavily attunes towards like you need to make everything pay to win to an extent.
Hmm.
In Roblox, it's like you have the option to pay a lot of money to get something really good and then just make the game much easier for you.
Hmm.
You have to make that sort of like it's still accessible for other people to do to not have to pay to win.
Hmm. So, so in other words, you don't have to expend a huge amount of money. Do you
Sort
have
of
to
like
buy
a
Roblox in the
big
first
part
place?
of it is you don't have to buy Robux.
Okay, right.
Roblox.
But the
Sorry.
Roblox Studio you have to if you want to develop stuff.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Like
Okay.
I think a huge part of Roblox is making content for YouTubers
Hmm.
because making content that people would enjoy to watch on YouTube is um like a great way to get your game big
Right.
because if a bunch of YouTubers start playing this game, people will be like, "Oh, my favorite YouTuber plays this. It looks really fun. I'm going to play it as well."
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because again, a lot of the stuff, like you'll end up playing games because they're YouTubers you like and respect who are playing them.
Yeah.
And that's how you find out about a lot of this stuff, right?
I'd say most of the games that I play because YouTubers or other stuff have played it. It looks fun.
So the only way I could find out stuff would be on TV or on radio. So I used to find all the new songs and bands and stuff, and I would listen to these shows late at night on a Sunday night or whatever, in the hopes of finding new releases that other people wouldn't know yet. So it was kind of fun to be I was always trying to be a little bit ahead of the curve, like trying to be like the first person to go, hey, have you heard this? Are people like that with games as well? I mean, are you constantly looking for new cool games that are coming out?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, is there like a cachet to learning about games before other people or anything?
There is when you're a YouTuber, you want to know about games before other people do.
Right, because then you can have them on your
Send out about a big game or a big update for a game before anyone else. People will most likely click on you first.
What about getting paid to play the game? Do you think are there YouTubers getting paid for it?
I doubt it. I'd say most
don't think so?
YouTubers don't get paid to play games at all.
You don't think so? Like even the big guys, like Moist Critical, doesn't get paid to play a game.
No,
You don't think so?
no, he gets sponsored by like G Fuel and stuff. He doesn't get paid to play games.
Ah, so he's got money coming in from somewhere else that he can then play.
No. All the games he plays because they're fun. You don't really get in the YouTube and Twitch industry. Like obviously you can get paid to play games,
Right.
but in most people they'll just turn that down.
But if someone came up to you and said, like, I'll give you $10,000 to do a video where you just play this game for a bit.
Yeah, that
But don't tell
happens.
anybody.
No? Why wouldn't you tell anyone?
Well, don't tell someone that I'm being paid to play the game because that makes the
Oh,
game
all
seem
right.
like
No,
less.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
know.
Yes, people will have that happen.
So how do people make money? Okay, how do people make money online now? Like if you're playing Roblox, like how do you're streaming, you're doing conferences, what are you doing?
Big part of it is views.
Yeah.
Because views pay heavily. So if you can get people to just click on your video, even and watch for like 10 minutes or something like that, you'll get views and you'll get money.
But is it that
It's
much
just a
money?
big-
For what I've seen though, you have to have
No, obviously, but if you chug out like, I don't know, 7 videos a week, right? And you just make 20-minute videos, maybe they're not the best content ever,
Right.
but if you just get 10,000 people to click, I'm saying if you're a pretty big YouTuber or streamer, right? You get like 10,000 people to click on that. That's like $100 a YouTube video. Which obviously isn't the best income,
but it adds up.
Also you get sponsors, which is probably the best income for YouTubers.
And they are just getting paid to have like G Fuel in the background of their like doesn't
yeah,
Voice
or just get paid to drink stuff, or get paid to like you can get paid to sponsor a game. Like there was a huge meme, I guess like I don't know how long, it was like 2 years ago about Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god,
like,
it was everywhere.
Every big YouTuber was paid by Raid Shadow Legends, even though it was an absolute I will censor, it was a bad game.
Total crap.
It was yeah, it was bad.
But wait a second, wasn't Genshin Impact the same thing at first? Wasn't there a lot of
Genshin Impact?
Wasn't there a lot of
Genshin Impact was it was sort of heavily sponsored.
Oh,
but it was also heavily sponsored by the people who would play Genshin Impact, as you would say. It is Genshin.
Oh, it's Genshin?
SH, but yeah.
I could hear the mockery in your voice. Trust me, I got it. James Gurney says that 1 million views is approximately $1,000. Man.
Pardon?
1 million views, $1,000.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow. 1 million views. That's a lot of views.
So I'm gonna go to a YouTuber. Let's go to a Roblox YouTuber. Let's search Roblox.
Who you got? Who you got? Talk me through it.
I don't know any Roblox YouTubers.
You don't?
I'll just search up. No.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I thought you were watching it all the time. Or no, you were watching Moist Critical.
Critical.
But he's
okay.
But he's not a YouTube. He's not a Roblox guy.
I just searched up Roblox. I got a video of, let's just see,
Roblox YouTuber.
So this guy.
Okay. There's Tofu Sketch, Hyper Pokey, Happy Hopper, Gaming with Kev, Radio JH.
Okay, I see this guy called Creekcraft. Okay.
Called what?
So he makes about a YouTube video or two every like 2 YouTube videos every single day, and he
Sorry,
streams.
what's his name? Can you put a link in the chat or something?
KREK Craft. He has 4.35 million subscribers, and he gets around.
What's his name?
That it does. The name doesn't matter because
It does. I want to say. I want to be looking at the same thing.
And what I'm trying to say is that he posts like 2 videos a day. They're pretty bad videos.
They
from
are?
what I could see. They're very clickbaity. They look very clickbaity. And he gets around. He can get from 1.4 million the past 7 days.
It's Creek with a K, isn't it?
It doesn't. He gets
4.35 million subscribers. Okay.
So that's from that alone. So he posts, I guess, Roblox. I don't really know many. Like I said, I don't really know many.
Okay, so 10,000. He's getting about 10,000 people. Oh, he's live right now. He's live right now, and there's 10,000 people watching.
Don't shut him out.
Crap. Why not?
Because you want you to get big.
No, I want everyone to get big. I'm old.
He's already big. So
I'm too old. I'll make my money in acting, but I'm just fascinated about how this stuff works. So if you've got, all right, so he's got 428,000 views.
So let's say of that, you probably make like 1,000, like upwards of like $500 an episode. So that's $1,000 a day. That's if you get 500,000 views every single video, which is what he looks like he's turning out.
About half.
So that's probably $1,000 a day.
Yeah, he's getting almost half.
If you don't count sponsors, and if it's a constant 500,000, that would be.
Well, there you go. So if you're making $500 every couple of days, that's not bad. But then you're saying that that's not where the. I'm not going to live.
That'd be around that from views alone. If you let's just take it to percentages.
Okay, go done. He's working it out.
That's a 3D.
So he's going live on YouTube, though. I should.
Yeah, most people go live on YouTube. Myth was just taken by YouTube. Twitch is pretty much gonna die soon.
What? Wait, I just got on it.
You got on it 3 years ago. $350. So that's around $350.
What do people think? Should I go to YouTube? Would that be easier for people? It probably would be, actually, wouldn't it? Wrap it up. Go to YouTube. What do you think, Pup? Should I go to YouTube?
I'll just say 370. So that's.
Pup, what do you think? Should I go to YouTube?
I think you should stay on Twitch because you already have people watching.
James
he has
says
so
YouTube
many
sucks.
more subscribers on YouTube.
YouTube is awful. Why is YouTube awful, Cal? Because it's different? Because it's changed, Cal? Is that what it is? Because it's something different? Is that why? YouTube is Scrubs. I don't even know what that means. Is that good? I used to like Scrubs. The show Scrubs is great. VTubers is the biggest thing on Twitch right now. VTubers.
You know what a VTuber is, Dad?
No, what's a VTuber?
So it's when someone uses a model of like an anime, like not like it's like a anime character, like of their own choosing, like a model of their own anime character that streams and that like talks and stuff.
No.
Stuff.
Really? So I could just automate all this?
What?
I could just have an automated anime character that just...
No. It's like a face cam, but the camera is of an anime character.
But it's based on your face.
Yes.
So you move.
It's based on whatever you want.
But but I mean, like, you move and the face moves.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I meant. Okay,
You can also put like animations on the face to make it do like the blush or some stuff like that.
Captain Catherine says, I feel like the chat is worse on YouTube, but you should do whatever is good for you. I definitely get weirder stuff like chatted to me on YouTube. I get some odd stuff sometimes on that. Yeah, YouTube chat is terrible. Is that it though? It's just the chat that's terrible? And how is it better on Twitch, out of curiosity? Live stream on Facebook. I know that's true. I've seen that as well, but I don't even. Facebook just seems like
not live stream on Facebook.
Facebook is just, I don't know. Facebook and Instagram, they kind of give me the heebie-jeebies now. I would watch a McKay VTuber. That would be good. There you go. I would never age. I'd always.
VTubers are heavily focused on the person's voice and how.
You don't think my voice would do it?
I think it could, but it's like heavily VTubers are like the people that watch VTubers watch them because it's like their favorite anime girl in real life.
Right.
Like, people obviously can't use anime girls from animes because then they get copyrighted.
Right.
But it's heavily made,
Influenced
like,
by that.
my favorite word, it's heavily influenced by simps.
Simps.
You know what those are, Dad? You remember?
I thought we weren't allowed to say that. I thought that was a word
Oh,
we weren't allowed to say.
I mean, it's heavily, yeah, you're not.
Because it means it means people who like suck up to pretty women because they're
or men.
Or men. Sorry, yeah, I shouldn't say that. That's right. For some reason,
I don't care.
No. It's a good point. It's a good point. Thank you. But in my mind, I always picture these like guys who are just throwing money. At. I feel like for the most, it's not often women doing that, isn't it? I thought it was usually men that were doing. Well, I shouldn't say that.
It could be either.
It could be either. You're right. Once you have paying subscribers on one, I wouldn't ditch it entirely. I see. Yes.
No, I'd agree. You'd want to like be paid to switch over to the other one.
Right. There you go. Proudly Pan. Very good. Okay, just have like an anime McKay. I know. There you go. That would be it. But I just couldn't be able to write McKay.
Or an anime girl McKay.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
People could be simping the female McKay.
But it sounds like you.
But it sounds like
it's
me.
Like a man's voice, but it's female McKay.
It's just getting too strange for me. I can't.
Yeah. Who right?
You can do Twitch and YouTube.
Probably a fan version of one of those. Probably.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been going back and forth every so often. Yes, switching only makes sense if they offer you a few million. Well, I'm waiting. Anytime they want to offer me a few million, I feel like the long form chats work better on Twitch. Like this kind of thing, I feel works better on Twitch. But I like popping onto YouTube every so often because YouTube is where I go for everything. I mean, that's my search. Basically, that's my search thing now. I got the perfect role for you, Simp McKay. There you go. That's it. A mix of Rodney and Mr. McKay. There you go. There are fics about that. I'm sure there are. I don't have the patience to make and edit YouTube videos. Well, that's the Lone Mountain Knife Code. That is part of my problem. It's not even that I don't have the patience. It's just time. Like this way I can pop on and we can talk about science and stuff. Doing a video about the science, I mean, yeah, it's like what I'd like to do, what I've been trying to talk certain people who will remain nameless, Cal, into helping me do, is to edit together like little sort of almost like trailers, best of clips, which I know could be very short. Of these kind of chats, like just kind of key things that are kind of interesting to people or to myself or funny or whatever. Those could be posted on a weekly basis. Oh my God. Let me yawn for you because that's what I do. Okay. So the Roblox thing I find interesting because I feel like I'm surprised that Roblox is still around because I felt like it was struggling when I was last aware of it. I felt like it was struggling. I felt like it was a crazy toxic place to be. Didn't you find that?
Sorry, I zoned out. What are you talking about?
Well, Roblox, it was so toxic, right? I mean, it was just, when I was on there originally, it was, man, people were brutal. Has it got any better? Do you think?
Roblox?
Yeah.
Depends on what communities you go to.
Oh, really? So there are cool, like, so your One Piece stuff or whatever it's called.
It's not a good community.
Oh,
most people in there are pretty toxic.
Okay, because they're the ones who were trying to do the trade thing and screwing you over.
And most people are that play this game. It's a very grindy game, so you can invest your life into it. So most people, I'd say, are oh,
thank you, Ginger Tom.
The nicest way possible is saying losers, but it's not that nice.
Okay, all right. So it's pretty. That's pretty toxic as well.
But
what do you do about that? Like
most anime games are pretty toxic because anime communities are pretty toxic. Yeah.
Why? Why would they be toxic? Why would an anime community be toxic?
Because there's a lot of stuff to argue about when you're talking about anime,
like lore and stuff. Like people start arguing about lore and things.
Like
so and so's prettier. Yeah.
Yeah, or it could be like who would win in a fight or something like that.
Oh god, we used to do that. We used to do that on Stargate all the time.
Yeah.
You know, who's smarter, McKay or Carter, right?
Oh.
Smarter than Carter. Okay. Smarter than Carter. Or
no, this is like Saitama versus Goku, stuff like that.
Oh really? Okay.
Like
all right.
there are those die-hard fans, stuff like that. It'll be like, yeah, it's a pretty, anime communities can be pretty toxic.
Raj, I think James Gurney is actually joking because James actually does science videos, just so you know. Yeah, McKay's sister is smarter. Oh, Mooks fart. Yes, I get it. My kids use Roblox as a tool to fight, but just virtual. Well, that's good. They can fight virtually instead of actually doing it physically. That's not a bad thing. Are there any other games? Are there any other games on Roblox worth looking at? I mean, are there any things like? What are there? I mean, when you hear about Roblox, what are the first games you think of? Are there any sort of big, huge winners right now? Like the ones that you think are making like a huge amount of money, or that have the most audience?
I mean, the biggest
Some forces?
game in probably all of Roblox would be, unfortunately to say, would be Adopt Me.
Adopt Me.
So that is a game where it's like I guess you get. I've never played it. I don't know what it is. I just like if I go on the Roblox homepage, it'll be like the #1 game with like 500 average like 500,000 average
Really?
players.
Vibe Puppa, you played this game?
Hope I was about to say
No.
hopefully not, but if you have, okay.
Royal High, Adopt Me, and Piggy, says Gene M.
Yeah, Royal High as well. Piggy's a horror game, but it's like a children-esque horror game. It's like run away from a pig, like a killer pig.
Really?
And Royale High, a big Roblox games are I don't know, I forgot it's called like IRP or something. I don't remember what it's called. It's like role play games are the biggest.
What when you say role play games, what is that? What do you mean by that?
Not like weirdly. Like
I
like
don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Like Roblox role play games are like be a high schooler and live in like be a spell person.
So,
and
is it like Sims?
No, it's more like I don't really know how to explain it because
Is anyone playing Sims anymore? That's another question I was gonna. Because there's a bunch of people who used to love Sims. Didn't well, sorry,
yeah,
I've cut you off. Yeah, what were they? I can't remember what their names were. Blue Wolf, what were they called? Damn it!
Don't worry.
What was she called?
I'm sure. It's alright.
I can't remember what it was now. We have friends who their code names were, you know.
Don't worry, but yeah, I get Sims is still pretty big.
I got an ad for getting it. I guess it was free or cheap or something that was during the stream days, and I almost got it, but I thought, you know what, like I'm not gonna play it. I just don't have time for that. Yeah, Go for Fluffernutt loved it, but then had to stop. I see. Okay. Yeah, Raj, check out James Gurney for sure. Because if you like the science stuff, he's got the science for you. He's got the brains on this one. I just do a lot of talking. I love it, but had to stop. Yes, I get that. The Sims keep releasing DLC, downloadable content. Yes,
Good job,
seen a lot of that. I became what Baz kindly referred to as a lisser.
No. I'm not calling anyone in our chat a loser at all.
A loser.
I'm saying people that sit in their room. No, I don't need to call you a loser. I'm saying
backpedal.
people that get angry. Yeah, I'm backpedaling heavily.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
People that get like really toxic in Roblox games, which is a game heavily made for children, I think are
yes,
not so good people.
Right.
I
get it.
Just said it.
And you said there's people on Roblox who are probably older kids, perhaps, who are just basically bullying.
Yeah, just bullying younger kids,
making their life
I don't
miserable.
appreciate.
Yeah, Captain Catherine is just that. It's just joking. So you're not. I don't think anyone's addicted. No one's. I don't think anyone's. What's the term I'm looking for? I'm reading. I'm trying to read the chat and talk at the same time. It's impossible. It's like chewing gum and walking. I don't think anyone's offended. By the way, Baz. I think you're fine. Addicted. I see. Sims was too addictive. I could see.
Sims is great.
But that's talk about a grinding game. That's just grinding, isn't it? Isn't Sims just about doing things and earning money and like building a better house and getting girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff? Isn't it just about that? I thought it was
Yeah,
kind of a grindy game, I thought.
it's pretty grindy.
Um, what about, okay, so I keep thinking, like, is there a way you could make a game that does something in the real world that's actually a job? Like, could you make playing a game, like figuring out how to do something is actually figuring out how to do something in the real world at the same time? Like, you've got games where you're like, oh, I got to run off and I got to collect this and I got to collect that. Is there a way to, like, could you create like okay, imagine, this is a bad example, but let's say you are a robot. Your game is about trying to find special gems or devil fruit or whatever it is. But what you're actually doing is finding mineral deposits for like oil companies or for mining companies, or you're searching for. Don't you think it could work? No?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't think anyone can program Roblox characters. I mean, hopefully they could. I would be starstruck if someone could come to me and be like, "Yeah, I just made it so that people that play this Roblox game are IRL like stealing people's information or like doing
But
stuff like
that's
that."
what I
I would be
mean.
starstruck.
It would be so cool.
I'd be in awe. I think that'd be awesome.
I don't know
I
that they'd
don't
be have
think
to.
it's ever gonna
Why
work.
is it awesome that they're stealing stuff? I think that's
Well, just because
someone's doing a bad job of
that's
parenting
such
you.
a high that's such a jump in like that's such a like amazing thing in technology to be able to like program people in a game to start doing things
Yeah.
IRL. I think that yeah.
Thank you,
Good for him,
Lone Mountain Knife Co. for subscribing. That's very good of you. Do you actually make knives, Lone Mountain Knife Co.? Are you actually a knife person? Um, he's a knife person. Yes, I understand. Yes, there's definitely been some stuff of this in the past. But okay, no, that's actually, you know what? Dr. Mortem's got a great option here. Trucking simulator. What if trucking simulator you were actually driving a truck? Or Space Explorer.
That could go very, very horribly wrong.
So it
Yes.
would just be driving off of cliffs.
Absolutely. You'd have people like Wolf Pup driving off cliffs. It's true. But what about but I mean you'd have to have like some kind of safeguards in place. What about like space exploration? What about a space exploration game where you're actually in charge of there's actually a satellite, flying around looking at stuff.
Then I'd just make it fail.
You would fly it into the sun. I think Vibe Pup is not allowed to play any of the games that we come up with. Okay, I got one for you, Vibe Pup. What if it's actually a war game and there were robots that were actually like warriors?
That is a movie plot, and that would also be pretty cool.
And creepy because you'd be shooting people.
But it's a game.
I'm not gonna say what I would be doing in that game.
Would you be running away?
No.
Would you kill people? If you knew, okay, if you could get paid to be like let's say it would be like being in the army. They say, okay, you're going to be in the army. We're gonna train you how to use this software, and then when we need you, you will use that software to go and fight, the quote unquote bad people, like whatever the groups are.
Yeah, I would do it.
You do that. So
Right,
I mean,
so
in a
I
way,
get
that's
paid to be in the army, but all I have to do is play a video game where I can't be in any actual harm.
yeah.
How much do I get paid?
But wouldn't you? But what about the killing of other people though? Doesn't that bother you at all?
Yeah,
Like,
no, it would.
Isn't
It
that
would
kind of like a
bother-
drone pilot? Like a drone pilot is like flying a drone from many, many, many miles away, and they're like, oh, okay, those look like bad guys. Let's take them out. Like, I mean, it's like that is literally like a video game, isn't it? There was a great short film where there was a guy. Everyone was addicted to this video game where they were like these warriors fighting like these creepy looking alien things. And then at the end of the short film, you discover that they're not. they're actually playing a game that's controlling robots that are killing people, right? Which I thought was interesting. You know, like, so when they, in their VR or whatever the kit was that they're using, they would see these horrible aliens running at them, and they'd just like shoot them, going you know, that kind of thing. And then the only problem was that it turns out they were actually fighting people. Like, it was the way it was like a cheap way of fighting a war, basically. I'm so sorry. This is entirely migraine related. I can feel my brain shutting down, or slowing down, perhaps. But I'm determined to see it through. You're actually describing an episode of Stargate Atlantis. Well, you know, I know look, it's been done by a bunch of stuff. Love, Death, and Robots had one, yeah. Or maybe it was a Black Mirror. Yeah, there's a lot of those things. Have you seen the latest Love, Death, and Robots thing? It's just, oh my God, there's a couple of beautiful ones there. All right. I'm looking for doop-a-deep-a-da-ba-doop-a-da. Doop-a-deep-a-da. Ender's Game. That's right. Ender's Game was very much like that. I see. IT admin by day, bladesmith by night. That's the Lone Mountain Knife Company right there. So have to pick your brains about forging and stuff. Although, you know, James does a forge. I don't know if James does a forge, but James has been doing some blacksmithing. You know that? Ham, did you know that?
I have heard that he does woodsmithing.
I have heard. There are rumors to the effect that he has been known to do some woodsmithing. Well, he does, but now he's doing blacksmithing as well.
Oh, that's cool.
His list of talents grows by the second. But yes, Tim Miller, David Fincher, that was a brilliant one. I could teach whatever you want to know. Oh, really? Seriously? There you go. Lone Mountain Knife Co. So, Lone Mountain Knife Co. I'm gonna have to talk about forging at some point, because I would like to do some forge stuff. All right. Like I say, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do tomorrow, because we're starting some renovations tomorrow, and then we're popping off to a film festival while our house is, you know, while there are work people running all over the house for the next week, which should be kind of fun. There's a decent few of us blacksmiths on Twitch, some up in Canada. Oh, really? There's good ones up in Canada? There's actually like an axe making course that you can do here that's like around the corner from us, Baz. If you want to make an axe. But Baz is not as keen on this whole forging and blacksmithing stuff as I am, because I also want to get into stick welding. That's the other thing I want to do. Mm-hmm. Stick welding. How cool would that be? Welding. Melting steel, Vibe Pup. How cool would that be?
Actually quite cool.
Wouldn't it? See, that's what I think. You're like taking these, like, you take these like sticks that have like built-in, like there's built-in chemicals and stuff that help seal it. You know, so you don't need all these big tanks of oxygen, or not oxygen. What is it? There's a gas they use all the time. I can't remember. Argon, I think it is. Argon gas or something. So you don't have to deal with any of that kind of stuff. You just snap these sticks on, clamp it to the metal, and then just, and the arc just melts these sticks, and it just sounds really cool. I've seen friction welding. What is friction welding? That's neat. You should check out explosive welding. I like the sound of that, as does Vibe Pup, I'm sure. Explosive weld. You know, you can do, I didn't know this either, you can do forge welding as well. So you can take two pieces of metal, get them really, really hot in the fire, and then basically smack them together and melt them together as well. Limited to thicker material, I believe. Oh, really? So the stick welder only works on really thick material? TIG is a joy. Yeah, the TIG thing seems kind of cool, but that, wait a sec, TIG isn't that the one with the gas? Or is MIG the one with the gas? Welding is fun if they're not wires. Yes. Majority of what I make is, like Damascus steel. Ooh, nice. I do forge welding most streams. Oh, okay, so I have to check you out. Lone Knife Company. If I were to give you, if I did the permit, would you give us, would you put a link to your channel in? Would that be possible? Permit. Lone Mountain Knife Co. Are you ready to rock and roll? If I do this, I'll give you the time to do the link. Tig and Mig both use gas. What? Why is the permit not working? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? There you go. So the difference is that MiG has the filler metal is fed through the gun. But they both use gas? There must be a gasless MiG, though, isn't there? Or a gasless TIG or something? One of the two? I thought there was a gasless one as well. There you go, everyone. So go check out Lone Mountain Knife Co. See what they're up to. Listening to Solitary Man by Johnny Cash. I'm a solitary man. I think it won an SGA episode with Alternate Reality Shepherd. That's right. Stick and flux core are gasless. There you go. Stick and flux core are gas. Okay, we have to do like a blacksmithing bandits at some point. Wow, this chat is way ahead of the video. Is it? Really? Not
what
that much.
Huh?
Bears?
What's that?
Nothing. No, I'm just talking. Okay, so the making money in Roblox thing, I want to see about. I'm fascinated by the idea that you can get paid to make the VFX or animations. That is neat to me. So I might have a look at that. I've been doing these stupid little Photoshop things for the mugs and the T-shirts and stuff, just because I've always kind of liked that stuff, and I just thought it'd be kind of fun to throw some stuff out there, and you know, if I can get a little cash from Tech Bandits, even better. So I've been having a lot of fun with that stuff. I would love to do some animation stuff as well. I think animation would be amazing. So, have you got a borax on? Otherwise, I can never. What borax? Oh my God! What? Can I say once again how cool the hero mug design is? Anima Confuses likes the hero mug. Apparently, has everyone seen the hero mug? I'll put a link to the hero mug because I'm shameless in every way. Streamlabs merch. There you go. Let me see if I can find the actual hero mug. Where is it? I got a few things in there now. Hey, where's the hero mug? Why don't I see that? Oh, because I've got Streamlabs. I'm not on Streamlabs anymore, am I? I'm on Stream Elements. Elements, right. Apparently, it's too bad because there's actually more choices of merchandise. If anyone's got any advice on merchandise, by the way, let me know. What's Cal asking about? Cal. What do you got here? James Gurney, and what's Cal said? Nightbot. No, I missed Cal. Whatever Cal's snide comment was, I missed it. Okay. I like it too. The new mugs are great. Oh, it's only on Stream Elements. That's right. Yes, because I heard that Streamlabs were a bunch of jerks. That's sort of what I heard. Which sort of, I heard that they ripped they ripped off OBS or something. There was a whole bunch of stuff that just did sounded kind of a bit dodgy. And Barnacles and Ox from my tech talk stuff were saying that I should get out. I should bail while I can.
Oh.
What was that?
Isn't it Tech Talk?
What did I call it? Is it Tech Talk? It is Tech Talk. They call themselves Tech Talk, isn't it?
I think.
I'm late to the party. I show up, I just pop in once in a while. It's kind of fun. I very, very much enjoy it. Okay, let me see if I can. There we go. The Hero Target Genius Dispenser, as I call it. How do I link to just? Is there a way to link to just that, or do I have to link to the whole bloody store? I guess I'm linking to the whole damn store. Okay, all right. Well, let's do that. Stream Elements dashboard, and then I can find out. I'll bring out the merchandise. Bring out your merchandise. Okay, go to here, going to the revenue section because there's so much money in mugs. Here we go. I'm gonna go to the store. Okay, here you go. I realize I think I've got a Nightbot for this. Damn it! I just spent all this time. I could have just put a Nightbot up. I am David Hewlett. This is my favorite shirt on Satita. I haven't done a shirt. I mean, I could do a shirt, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. There's the Streamlabs store if anyone wants. Someone got a T-shirt that says, "I hacked the Danish government and all I got was this lousy T-shirt." That's pretty good. I like that. Oh, look at that. Lone Mountain Knife Co. is gifting subs to Science Streams. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I have not played Mass Effect. No, I don't think I have. Baz, we haven't played Mass Effect, have we?
No, I don't think so.
I think so. What are you playing now, buddy? What's up? What's on the what are you doing now?
I am not playing anything.
You're not? Why not?
I'm on chat with you.
What? But you always dual screen. Vipup's dual screening. How's the
Correct.
What was that?
I said correct.
Of course. I don't even have to hear the clicking of the keyboards to know. I know that Vipup will just pop in when something interesting comes up. Baz, Baz has been given this giant mission to shred all this paper, which I'm assuming then gets recycled somehow. But how are you doing on that giant box of stuff to get through?
Okay.
So not a lot?
No.
It's lucky for him it keeps overheating.
We're almost halfway through.
Are you? That's not bad. Is it overheated again?
Yeah, it's been overheated for like the past 30 minutes.
I feel like, and how many pages were you putting in, would you say, roughly?
Like 4.
4 or 5 to go?
Yeah.
So it should be able to do that, because it's supposed to be cleared for 12, but it just keeps, You know what I'll do is I'll throw some, hey, Science Streams, who's waving hello with their science ants. Is that about science and ants? That seems like a good combo too. Yeah. So we've got a document shredder, but which we thought was heavy duty, but it still wimps out. Like I kind of want to wonder if we could build one.
It's not really that good, to be honest.
Could we build a shredder?
Could we build a shredder?
Yeah. Well, you just need some blades. What could go wrong, Baz? What could go wrong? Maybe I don't need both of my arms. Looks like you'll be missing that game. Yep, missing out on that one. Have to go. Oh, Anno Confuso, thank you so much. Have fun. I should probably think about wrapping up too, because I'm beginning to lose the thread a bit, I'm afraid. Apologies. Yeah, I'm just a little migraine-y today. But so tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to do my usual Magic Mayhem midweek madness with Gimpy G, but I'm not sure. No, scroll up, says Raging Pixel. Oh, there we go. Scrolling up. Mass Effect Legendary, all 3 games, is on Prime Gaming for free right now until tomorrow. Baz.
Whoa.
If you have Twitch Prime, Mass Effect Legendary, all 3 games.
Speaking of Twitch Prime, you should subscribe to my dad using Twitch Prime.
Should you?
Yeah,
yes,
you
whatever my son says.
Is this the story game? I think I know this one. I think this is the story game that, like...
They're giving away 30 games. 30 games. Is this Prime Day or something? Is that what it is? Is it like a Prime Day?
Oh, it is Prime Day. I need to buy stuff.
Oh, boy. Mass Effect.
No, I do.
No, you really do.
There's Metal Unit.
You got it. It's got to be done.
I do need it.
Yeah, no, absolutely have to. Okay, Legendary Edition. Relive the complete cinematic saga today. But you're saying that it's free on what? On Prime Gaming. For fans, by fans. The BioWare gear store. They got some cool merch. Interesting. Okay. So I don't know where you get it from. Where do you get it from? Just connect your Prime account with your EA account. Bingo. Fantastic.
Yes,
okay.
I've got it as well.
I wanted to watch the World Origami Championship on TV, but it was only on pay-per-view.
Origami, but sure.
Origami. Do you get the joke though? I
wanted
to watch the World Origami Championship on TV, but it was only on pay-per-view. Huh? Oh, come on. Bad jokes.
I don't really get it.
Pay-per-view? Pay-per-view? Are you too young for pay-per-view? That's where you'd like pay. You like if there's like a game on or something, you pay to watch the one game. Oh boy. Well, all my old friends, all my old folks got it.
Oh, like pay per view. Oh.
GamingAmazon.com. Okay, got it. Get it pay per view. There you go.
Yeah, I get it now.
All right.
It's hilarious.
So, I'm not sold, Baz. I'm not sold. Amazon.gaming.
Really? No way.
Amazon.gaming. Does that work? Gaming.amazon. Okay, so sign up for Prime today. Prime Gaming. Oh, man. Another subscription service? Or does that work with our account?
No, it works with Amazon Prime.
It works with... So we've got Amazon Prime and that works.
Yes.
But then you'll get it.
I have it already.
I know. That's what I figured.
We have... Oh, it is Prime Day. Okay.
It is Prime today? Yeah. Any other games worth getting? What else are people liking? Well, there's Red Dead Online. Is that... Cal must be playing that.
That is not free.
It's not? No.
No.
I was going to say, because I think Cal plays that, doesn't he?
That's not... I think. I know Cal plays Red Dead.
Fall Guys. What else is there? The Elder Scrolls Online. I kind of like the idea of like farming simulator. There you go. Oh my God, there's another one. Vipup. What about that? You play farming simulator and you're actually farming.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Wow, I think I put Vipup to sleep. Killing Floor 2 is free today on Epic Games. There you go. Astroneer and Satisfactory are both free. Really?
Oh, where?
Where did Gimpy G go? Where is
Astroneer and Satisfactory free?
On Prime Day? I don't know.
On Prime? Really?
In before people drive a carbine harvester into a city and murder people. Cal, always just a breath of happy, fresh air, isn't she? Not for free, but definitely worth buying. Oh, I see. Yes. Who has time to play games? And also, my other issue is that...
Oh, Spider-Man's coming out on August 12th.
The new one?
Yep.
Does that mean you have to buy a PlayStation 12 or whatever we got?
No, sorry. Spider-Man Remastered is coming for PC.
Okay, yeah. All right. Satisfactory is such a cool-looking game. It really is, Postman Pat. It's a gorgeous game. And there's some really fun streamers that are doing stuff there. Cal, I can't believe Cal went straight from farming simulation to cold-blooded murder in the city. Like that's spoken like a true Cal. How you feeling, Cal? Feel in a good mood? I think Cal should be in a good mood. All right, so we've got renovations happening. I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown of what's happening. We're gonna do. I was originally I was gonna lose this space. That's why we got all this stuff piled up in here because
I think you still are losing the space.
Oh, am I? Is that right?
I thought. I may be wrong though.
Oh, you're probably better. You're probably righter than I am. Righter?
I actually have no idea, to be honest.
I'd heard that I shut the doors and I closed them. And then they work around it. That's what I heard. We're going to put a shower down here and open up some walls and stuff so there can be an apartment down here for when we go horribly broke and have to have people living here. Or when I have an argument with Jane. Or when the twins find that they can't afford a place in Toronto when they're at university and then they come and stay. Right? We need code names for the twins, too. What could we call them? What are good code names? Yeah.
The twins.
Well, I know, but each one has their own name, so you'd want to be able to like separate them. You know, I used to just call them Thing 1 and Thing 2, but I'm not sure how well that goes down.
Why wouldn't you just say one of the twin and the other one of the twins?
Well, because then which is which, and you get confused.
Twin 1 and Twin 2.
Twin 1 and Twin 2? Yeah, but again, that doesn't. I'm not sure they want to be. I think they want to be independent people, don't they? As opposed to. If I was a twin, I would not want to be referred to as numbers. You know, myself. You know. Oh my God, there's a million different things going on our chat right now. I gotta go now, guys. Have a great night. Gonna watch Stargate Atlantis. Cry Over Season 5, Episode 6. Bye! See you, Stargate Atlantis 14.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us. What's up?
So confused. I thought you were leaving. I was like, what?
No, I should leave soon, though. I've got to. I really do feel like I'm fading badly. All right. It's a meme in Bristol. What? What's a meme in Bristol? In before people. That's a meme in Bristol? That's a horrible meme. Okay. Yin and yang. There you go.
Before you go, does anyone know good office chairs that are like decent price?
Are they gaming chairs or office chairs?
No, office chairs.
You need an
not
office chair.
gaming
A
chairs.
good office chair. Okay,
And
so
then, like a good office chair to sit in constant, like that. I can use as my gaming chair, but it's not a gaming chair.
Okay, so not a gaming chair, but we want to go for
an office chair.
Why is Cal face palming? Has Cal embarrassed herself again? He's only reading half of the conversation again. I know. I can't see. How do I keep track of any of this stuff?
Look at your chat.
Is nice. I can't.
Herman Miller. Herman Miller is extremely expensive. They're like $1,000.
Herman Miller would be fantastic, but maybe
they're amazing. But
maybe they're not as expensive where Cal is. Maybe Cal has like a cheap.
Definitely, money is an issue. I'm gonna say money is an issue.
Yeah, I'll say
Miller.
we're about to get like so much renovation stuff done. I'm about to be bankrupt. Wait a second. There's a. Oh no, that's not.
Stop saying Herman Miller.
Herman Millers are $1,100.
Yes, I know that.
I don't think we want to spend that kind of money.
Drobo?
What is Drobo?
3D print my own chair.
Ooh, there you go. Good luck with that, Nord the Barbarian. Why do I feel like that could go horribly wrong?
Those are not chairs. Those are.
I do like the Drobo movie, lad. I do. It's incredibly reliable, though maybe not very fast and quite noisy.
Mesh seating, as I work for. Wait.
Gosh. Yeah, the mesh seating. GeoFlame WPG saying.
Yeah, I want something like that. Furmax has an office line.
Who does? Furmax. Okay, I'm looking. Furmax office line.
Oh, Captain Catherine. Speaking of streaming something, I'm gonna either be.
No, so go ahead. What do you got?
I'm either gonna be streaming or I'm gonna be making a time lapse. But I'm gonna do like a video of the new room of me making the new room.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wait, buying new Sorry, you got €800 office chairs for $20 for €20 from a company buying new chairs.
Wow, really? So look at. You think we should use refurbished Herman Miller Arrow is about $300 USD.
Right,
there you go.
See.
But is it worth getting a refurbished?
Herman Miller.
The Furmax looked like nice chairs. They look like gaming chairs, though. Oh, would you say they have an office line? I see. Okay, I'm looking. Furmax office triple layer seat office. What? They all just look the same though. Like, is that particularly more comfortable than anything else? How do you know?
People are saying go to stores.
What? Stores? That's in the real world. Why don't we go to Kijiji and see if they've got anything there? Although, even then, I don't want like some...
Kijiji, I wouldn't trust Kijiji.
I don't want some sweaty chair that someone's had forever. Furmax Office and Furmax Office High Back. There you go. Raging Pixel likes those. They are... I don't know how much they are. Check the price on Amazon. Let's go. Let's do it.
Furmax Office.
Currently
Furmax
unavailable.
Office.
Currently unavailable. There you go.
I just left in 8. What are we talking about now?
Oh, we're talking about the best chairs, like office chairs for like.
I wouldn't want one of the. I wouldn't want like heavily cushioned ones. I want like really thin ones so that it like, ow. So like. Oh, actually.
Why don't you get one of those ones where you can ride a bicycle while you're sitting on them?
I can ask. I'll ask Chunky what he said. What he thinks. But
is Lord Chunky? Yeah, Lord Chunky knows about chairs.
Watches Linus Tech Tips.
That'll do it.
So I'm pretty sure he'll know.
You know, you could go with. I gotta say, I think the mesh one seems like a great way to go because then you don't get all sweaty with it. Because you know what a kind of you're such a sweaty player. $260, around $260. It's still a lot of money for a chair, isn't it? Is that not a lot of money for a chair? What is one pay on a chair. A mesh one that bends
good
back.
Chairs can rack you up hundreds.
Okay, there you go. Raging Pixels tested a ton of chairs, like 40 or 50 products, and decided on a noble chair in the end. All right. Noble chair. I'm looking up them now as well. Noble chairs. Who's the guy that I knew? Who's the guy I knew? There was a guy I was talking to who was talking about chairs. Noble chairs. There you go. Oh, was it Noble Chair? It might have been Noble Chairs. Did I talk to Noble Chairs, Baz? TwitchCon. There you go. Noble Chairs have some nice looking chairs, but they are not cheap. They are yeah. They're quite expensive. Yeah. But you're saying you don't really want a gaming chair, right? You want like an office chair. Is that right? I got my chair at Staples, but it costs $700. Holy crap. Can a mod give me a permit? Yes, I will give it to you right now. Because I'm a mod too. Raging. There you go. Luckily Cal's letting me do some of the permitting today because she wants me to feel like I'm doing something. Hey, are you is James R. Gurney doing any streaming? Is he streaming at all? Like, should we raid James? If I was to wrap up now, should we do that? Should we send him to James? I just need to wrap up soon because I can feel myself. I can feel myself fading. I can feel myself fading. Stupid frickin' migraines. What do people do for migraines? Have you found a chair yet, Baz? Any of these chairs look good yet?
No.
No, nothing yet. I have a bunch of $60 specials from Staples at my kitchen and other chairs around the house. Yeah, we've got a bunch of those too. Go and rest. Migraines suck. They really do. Except that I can't because I don't want to stop every time. Like literally, whenever it goes from sunny to cloudy or cloudy to sunny in Toronto, for some reason the humidity I'm like it does it every time. And I can usually catch it by throwing a few Tylenol back or something in time. But even then, sometimes I still feel a little bit slurry. It's not great. Dark room and drugs. Thank you, Gopher Fluffernut. That's the way to go. Captain Catherine doesn't get migraines, so it has no sympathy at all. Take 2 paracetamols and drink coffee. I drink coffee, and I don't know if I take paracetamol because we don't call them that here for some reason. Naproxen. Does it? I've got naproxen. I guess I could do that. Wolf Pup. I know someone we should raid. Who you got, Wolf Pup? Drink plenty of water. Take medicine. Take a nap. Advil. I did Advil. Who have you got, Wolf Pup? What do you say?
I just sent the word.
First to worst. What is first to worst? First to worst. Who are they? I'm putting them in, Wolf Pup. I'm looking them up. They've got a website.
Search them up on Twitch.
I'm looking them up. Ba-bum. Twitch. First to worst. Here we go. Oh, for God's sake. Why does nothing work when I want it to? Or even when I don't? All right, first to worst. Here we go. They're streaming right now. And what are they playing?
Yeah.
They're playing ads right now. Okay. Wiener Phase 1? What? Hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. What the hell have you got us into? What is this weird looking game?
It's a game that I have, and I remember talking about it on Tech Bandits a long time ago.
All right.
It's basically just a realistic gun in VR.
Oh boy. Oh, in VR. Oh wow. So you've actually got to have like a helmet on for this. Holy crap. So he's walking around his room like now.
No, he's just moving his hands.
Isn't he? So
don't be stupid.
He's running in circles. I'm watching him.
He's using his hands to do that. He's just moving them up and down.
No, I'm telling you, look at him.
I've played the game. One dude is.
There's one guy's running around his room right now. And pointing his like he's got
if I buy in the next 2 minutes, if I buy my things in the next 2 minutes, I get a discount.
Of how much?
of like $20.
How much are you talking about?
It's my lights for my room.
Oh
So I'll
God.
just wait. Yeah, I don't want to like stress by them.
Don't
'Cause I know
stress
that's
by
exactly
them.
how they do it.
And
Yeah.
also talk to Mom because we've got a budget now. No,
Well,
I just
you
saw
guys have a budget. I don't.
in the right hand image, he's
Yeah.
marching around this space.
I actually don't know why he's doing that. It's a lot easier to just use your hands to.
Do you think
move
he's
around.
just trying to get some exercise at the same time? Maybe he just doesn't
Yeah.
want to stand still.
This is like a tournament.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's so weird. So he's just cleared out of space in his basement, and he's playing.
Where are you watching? Are you watching?
Wow. What's the chat like? Is it will people be offended? Do they yell and scream and swear at each other?
I'm not.
No, it's a narrator. There are people narrating the game, and you just hear them saying like, "Oh, why is he using that gun? Oh, wait, that's very smart. Why?"
All right. Why do they have wieners?
It's because it's hot dogs.
Oh, they're hot dogs. What are the wiener dogs doing? What are they doing with them?
They have guns, and you kill them.
Oh, the hot dogs are coming at you?
Yeah.
Those are hot dogs.
There's a streamer I used to watch streaming.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. I can't watch it for too long because I get sick. I get sick just watching the guy running around in circles. All right, I guess we're gonna do that. Penguin.
There's a streamer I used to watch. If you'd like.
Who you got?
Do you remember? Actually, you probably don't. You have pretty bad name. Don't worry about it. Never mind.
Never mind. Who are they?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do the person you like.
What about, is James R. Gurney streaming? I gotta go, David. Better shop. What is it? Better shop. Better shop, as we say in Dutch. It means to get well. Have a nice day, everybody. Johan, thank you very much. Much appreciated. I'm starting to get motion sickness as well now. Very concerning. Oh no. Cal's got it too. Do you think it's like a COVID related thing? Could it be a long COVID thing? What do I feel like watching? Well, I like that dinosaur guy. What about that dinosaur guy? Is he around?
Oh yeah, he is streaming right now.
Hey, Anna King, how are you? I hope you feel better. Thanks for streaming. Catherine, it's a pleasure. Just for the head bobbing, I need to turn it off in games. Ooh, Cal, that's how it starts. Games, art, crafting, Lego. I like all sorts of stuff, honestly. I mean, I just I like if the Tech Bandits can pick someone, then we'll go with that. Bye everyone.
Actually, I don't know my paper thing. I couldn't hear. What?
Oh, paleontologizing. So they are live. Okay, let's do them because they're doing some. Then at least I can pretend to be doing some good. No offense, Vibe Pup. I just don't know how many people want to watch hot dogs being murdered in the hallways. Thanks for hanging out and being kind and cool as ever, chat. Cal is obviously in a good mood. Because normally she's just railing against the chat. That's usually just like, you will not speak other languages and it's not my birthday. It's not her birthday, everybody, just so you know.
It's Cal's birthday?
Today's officially not Cal's birthday. So whatever you do not wish her happy birthday because it's not her birthday. Okay.
What if today actually is her
Better
birthday?
shop. The sh is a g, is a sk. Really? Better scup. Great fun and live stream. Thank you very much, Raj. Pleasure. Stream is over. Bye, everyone. Cal's called it. Cal's done it. Happy unbirthday, everybody. I went all Stargate Worlds on VR chat. Oh, really? That's fun. Happy not birthday. See, everyone's now got a happy not birthday. Nixie Geek. How are you, Nixie Geek? One of those days, it will really be her birthday. It's true. I've forgotten when her birthday is. When is her birthday again? I mean, other than today, obviously, but Mark LaPointe's birthday was Saturday. Happy birthday, Mark LaPointe, on Saturday. That's all I got for you. Okay. I will do no more singing. I'm going to go and lie down in a dark room with a thing on my eyes. How about that, huh? Yes, I tech banded it, even though I can barely speak. Happy random weekday. Very good, Janice TV. I was annoyed when MMO Stargate Worlds got canceled. I wish they brought it back. Yes, no kidding. Lone Mountain Knife Co. We're all going to go check you out now. Thank you very much. I've forgotten who I'm rating now. paleontologizing, right? Here we go. Let's do it. They're always very appreciative, too. And they've also got dinosaurs. You can't beat dinosaurs. As a dinosaur, speaking as a dinosaur myself, before Cal jumps in there, I just thought we'd do that. So, Vipup, thank you again, as always, for being here. Ham, I really, really appreciate you coming in as our Roblox expert. And
oh, God. You know. Please don't name me that.
Well, but I mean, just for like a nerd like me, I appreciate it. So, thank you.
Uh-huh.
You know, and now I'm going to look up what migraines are.
What migraines are?
How to stop migraines. But I might go take one of those. In that I've got these, I was given one of those pills that I was recommended. I actually have for my back, for my shoulders. But I've been trying not to take it because I don't want to be taking meds all the time. Or then I'll take some NyQuil, says Mark Lapointe. NyQuil is the answer to everything. All right, here goes some paleontologizing raid. Everybody, thank you so much. Be safe, be kind, be brilliant until we geek again, which probably won't be for a while because we're away next Tech Bandits, I believe, and then we're here, and then we're away again. But I don't think we may not Tech Bandit until maybe a week after next. We'll see. All right, I'll keep you posted anyways. Thank you, everyone. Be safe, be kind, be brilliant. Till we geek again. Cheerio and huzzah! And now we do this whole rating thing, and then we did we spell it wrong? Paleontology. Nope, spelt wrong. Spelt it wrong. Raid. Paleo. Oh my God. Somebody spell it for me, would you? Ice pack on the back of my neck. I'll try that. That sounds great. It should be paleo. Is that it? Lone Mountain Knife Co. is much faster today than I will ever be. So I'm going to do that. Raid. I'm going to pop that in there. I can try it again. Bye. See if that works. There we go. Now it's working. There you go. All right. 24, 30, 40. Oh, my God. 40. What the heck? 48 people? All right, let's raid. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Later, Vipup. Later, Ham. Cheerio. We are raiding. Dun, dun, dun. 50 viewers. Look at that.
Where is he?
Where is he? Do you see him?
Yeah, I'm wondering where he is in real life.
Oh, you mean like where he's based? Well, I guess I should stop the
No, like